What's up, everybody? How you guys doing today? I got another review for you today. It's from a company called Centri Tattoo Machines, and this is the Centri Mp5. Comes in this little case like this. Says magnetic tattoo machine, membrane carts only, do not use jump start, 5 volts to 7 volts, use grease not oil, do not run non-stop for long periods. Need help? Contact me on Instagram. These are made in the USA, professional use only, compliments of rare engineering, CORE. There you go. All right, so I got this machine from them and I've been using it for some time. This is what it looks like. Inside the box is not really much. There's no instruction manual or anything. You pretty much need to know what you're doing to work with this machine. It's actually very, very simple to use. This is how it comes. This is what it looks like. It's a very small, very comfortable machine. Battery packs fit on it without a problem. These are the critical shorties, and yes, these have a jump start, and I have been using them with a jump start, and I've had absolutely no issues with the jump, even though, you know, it states not to have a jump start. The machine is very smooth. It runs off of a magnetic system that was designed by the owner of this company, Mike Schneiders, and John Clark. John Clark originally designed this magnetic system, and him and Mike pretty much, well, I guess Mike really created this, Mike Schneiders. You know, we're not going to get into the politicking stuff of the past with Mike and this. This is a review on this machine, not on anything else. That's it, okay? I want to talk about this because this is a really phenomenal tattoo machine. It runs amazing, okay? It's an amazing piece of equipment. All right, that's the jump start. Okay, how you adjust cartridge depth on this, your needle depth, is by turning this dial like this and like this. Okay, you can be way out like that, and you could be way in. And with, what's interesting about this tattoo machine is that the longer you put your needle out, the longer the stroke becomes. The shorter your needle comes in, the shorter your stroke becomes. All right. So far, I've been working with this machine, and it's been absolutely phenomenal to tattoo with because it's such an awesome machine. This machine literally tattoos like a coil machine, okay? It's got barely any vibration. It's very, very smooth, okay, as you see here. I'm always testing stuff on my palm. These cartridges that I have here were never used on actual skin. You know, I don't really need to wear gloves. I disinfected my hands and everything. The machines have been fully, you know, disinfected, and it's actually very simple to tattoo with. Yeah, what can I say? You know, awesome piece of equipment. You know, it has a Centri logo right there, and it says Centri on this side and Centri on the other side here. Inside of there, you see how this pretty much functions. You can put your battery pack on it like that. You could run it off an RCA. You can literally stop it from running, but it's very, very powerful when you tattoo with it. It lines very easily, saturates very easily, shades super smooth just by bringing your cartridge in and getting that shorter stroke. You get really nice, smooth black and gray layering. Let's put a larger, excuse me, let's put a cart in this. Okay, so now Needles are running really short here, and the stroke literally shortens. So if I want to bring it out, okay, just turn the dial, turn this little knob here, and that comes out. You know, 6.5 volts. You can go, let's see, let's go all the way down. .5 has a nice smooth soft hit if you're looking to do some really soft black and gray stuff with this. Throw a larger size cartridge in here. This is an FYT cart right here. So even though it states to run it between, let's see, what does it say? It says run it between 5 to 7 volts. It'll run at 4.5 without a problem. And it'll go all the way up. Seven. 7.5, it's screaming. Way too fast, but it can handle it. From 4.5 to 7.5, you know, preferably using, you know, stiffer membrane cartridges, but I've tried every cartridge within this machine and I've not had any issues. Bring it up. Usually I'm rocking at around 7 volts with it when I'm lining, and I haven't had an issue putting in any size liner grouping with it. The way that it hits on the skin, it's just like a coil. It just flows so easily, you know? So this is a fantastic tattoo machine, you know? Just absolutely amazing. Now this piece here that adjusts your cartridge depth can be removed just by pulling it out like that, unscrewing the knob all the way, and then the knob will pop off, and then you can pull this out, and you can clean this, and you could clean inside of there if you need to. And yeah, that's about that. So then putting it back in is pretty simple. You just slide it back inside of there, and then it'll attach to this little knob here, and then you just want to start turning the knob very, very gently. You want to make sure that it's lined up correctly, and then once you start turning, it'll start going back in, and then make sure that this is aligned to bring it back in, and it'll start going back in. It'll catch, and that's it. Very simple to work with. As you can see, it goes up, in, side, and out. So that's how you're adjusting your needle depth. The more in you bring it, the farther out your cartridge will be when you're working. And I've tried every type of needle with this machine, and they all work pretty awesome. So that's like super far out. So if you have it all the way in, you know, there's no retraction really. There's not much retraction within the machine itself because of the way that it's set up. So you kind of gotta figure out where you want your cartridge to be, and then get it running, and then adjust the cartridge on your own, and then there you go. So another thing I wanted to say is, you know, I have allergies and I'm always sniffling, and they suck. You know, I've seen some comments on my YouTube videos about stupidity and stuff. I don't I don't do any form of anything. Just wanting to put that out there. Because also, you guys want to talk about contrast while we're having this video on the last synthetic skin that I did. Let me bring this out here. Oh, somebody mentioned that there's no contrast on this piece of skin. Look at that. Oh, there's some goop on here. Let me rub that off. Okay, yeah. Please tell me how that there's no contrast there. First of all, this was done in black and gray and opaque gray. All right. So, look, you know, I use these to do seminars with and stuff, and test machines with. Come on, I've been tattooing for 30 years, so let's seriously stop the crap. I'm not gonna have that on my channel if you start talking stupid nonsense. You know, I've been doing this for a very long time, and I know how to tattoo pretty well. I have 67 international awards. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but 67, okay? I spent 13 years of my career tattooing through Europe and Asia, all right? And I'm pretty good friends with Mike, and I know that he's, you know, he's had some issues in the past with stuff. You know, we need to learn to forgive and forget. I mean, you know, I don't want to get into any of that at all with this video. This video is simply about this machine. I just wanted to state where I was coming from with people coming on my channel, you know, yapping away. Yeah, maybe it's because I have over 100,000 followers on Instagram and I'm respected in this industry. Okay, there's a huge video on me right now talking about my own tattoo machine, the Visionary Phoenix that I'm about to release. Okay, if you go to the Creators Podcast with Richard Beatty, CRE8, the number 8, then ORS Podcast, watch the latest video that was dropped. Full 2-hour interview with me talking about everything that I have going on. And yeah, well, like I said, so this Centri Mp5, awesome machine. You know, really small, super lightweight, very easily covered, very easy to adjust, stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, you guys are interested, these are available at CentriTattoo.com. They are on pre-order right now. He's waiting on some motors to come in. Those will be available soon. And you know, if you guys are looking for a tattoo machine in a pen style that runs exactly like a coil machine, this is it. This thing is a coil machine in a pen. I thought the Numa 4 was a coil machine in a pen and it was close. This is it. This is the only tattoo machine that's in a pen style machine that runs like a coil machine. There's nothing else out there. There's stuff that tries to mimic running like a coil machine, but no, this is it. Phenomenal machine. Mike is also a phenomenal tattoo artist. He's a really nice dude. You know, he has family in law enforcement, and you know, he's just a straight up guy. If you guys don't know him and you only know the backstory of the situation that went on with him, you know, maybe you should hit a dude up and ask him why he felt the way that he felt. A lot of people felt the same way, you know. I grew up in New York City. You know, I dealt with a lot of different people, you know, whether they were Hispanic, African American. I don't see race as anything. If you guys that are out there watching this that are going to mention something about that, please consider talking to him before you start talking about the situation that he experienced 3 years ago and stuff like that. You know, we can also talk about Gaston Siciliano from FK Irons and the whole Asian situation that he went through. But no, people are still buying his machines. He's selling his stuff like hotcakes. Sure, a lot of people left from his company because they didn't believe in his oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh, they're stealing my product and I'm going to make the eyes of an Asian. That's not right either. That's truly messed up. You know, I don't believe in any of that. It's not right to call somebody by the N word. It's also not right to make fun of Asian people. That's very wrong. Shouldn't be doing that at all. But, you know, people have seen to forgiven Gaston. So, you know, we live, we learn, and we move on. You know, the machine that Mike makes is fantastic. Go buy one, okay? Forget about the shit talk and the trash talk and this and that and blah, blah, blah. You need to have one of these tattoo machines within your collection because these things are freaking awesome. Look how small this thing is, literally. Like, it's tiny. It's literally teeny weeny, you know? And it runs phenomenal, you know? And when you insert the cartridge, it's a little bit weird because you can spin the cartridge completely around. So once you feel the lock, you bring it into the center line there, just like that. And this cartridge is not going to move anywhere. Nothing, literally. It's there. But once you turn it out, boom, you could pull it out. So he designed the cartridge locking system for this that is different than other machines. So there's no come in and then it locks and then you can't go anymore. You can literally spin your cartridge around and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It just locks into place when you center your cartridge alignment hole, your cartridge air hole on any kind of cartridge. I've tested all cartridges with this machine and all of them work completely fine. None of them come out. Here's a black claw cart. Put it in, turn it, center it into it. Once you feel that lock, that's it. That cartridge is there. It's not going anywhere. I know that some people have complained about that. Also with this machine, when you do insert a cartridge, you're going to have a little bit of needle, just a tiny bit hanging out. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, you know, in the coil machine industry, we've had our little bit of needle hanging out for a very, very long time. You know, this is just how this tattoo machine functions. Nobody's going to go and accidentally, you know, touch it and get contaminated with wearing gloves and this and that. I mean, come on. You know, this is all stuff that Mike was concerned about, that people have complained about in the past. If you're a professional tattoo artist and you know how to tattoo, these things are not of concern. You're grabbing your machine by the grip when you pick it up. You know, you're picking it up like this. You're not going to the needle cartridge. You're not going to have a needle cartridge sitting there and go, oh, let me pick up my machine and grab it by the tip of your machine. Who does that? Nobody does that. That's really seriously ridiculous, guys. So, yeah, you know, sorry about the sniffling. Like I said, I have allergies. I take allergy medicine and I use Flonase every day. And it still doesn't help. I have really bad allergies, you know, and that stems from me doing chemotherapy and radiation therapy for cancer. I've had cancer 3 times already. I had prostate cancer, colon cancer, and urinary bladder cancer. And, you know, having to deal with that suppressed immune system for so long has really messed with my ability to battle, you know, allergens. So, you know, and I'm looking into something that's going to help, a surgical procedure that I'm talking with my doctors about. And yeah, so I'm sorry to rant on this video. I shouldn't be ranting about it. I'm going to make another video about, you know, everything else going on within my life and blah, 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 this and that. And I have a video coming up on my own machine that I'm producing, fully manufactured by me in the United States in my CNC machine shop that I've now put together and have built. And I'm also manufacturing my own cartridges. If you guys are interested in that video will be coming soon, probably sometime next week. Recently dropped an entire interview talking about my machine and stuff that I've done for several other companies in the industry with machining and stuff. So yeah, you know, but if you guys are looking for a tattoo machine that is in a pen style that runs exactly like a coil machine, this is it right here, the Centri Mp5. phenomenal tattoo machine. You know, even with a battery that jump starts, I have not had any issues. Works phenomenal. 7 volts. That's where I'm at when I line with it. You know, 6.5 is also a sweet spot for saturation or for everything. You could line at 6.5, you could saturate, you could get smooth blends. If you want to get really, really soft shading, bring it down to, you know, 4.5, something like that. It's going to run really soft and you can get those really, really nice smooth blends. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. Awesome machine, Centri Mp5. I'll have a link in the description. I believe I mentioned that already. Go out and buy one. For real, guys. This thing is awesome. Like, this thing is an awesome machine. Seriously, dude. Buy it. Do Mike a solid and get one. You know, he's got quite a few of these available. He's getting motors by the end of the month. They'll be available for purchase. You guys want a machine that runs like a coil machine? Again, I'm repeating myself. This is the only machine right now in the tattoo industry that is exactly like a coil machine. There is nothing out there. I've been using this machine daily for a minute now, tattooing with it. It's phenomenal how it saturates, how easy it puts color in, how wonderful it lines, how smooth the blends are with it. It's just awesome. Absolutely awesome. All right. Thank you for watching. If you guys like my videos, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Go out there. Get the Mp5. Centri Tattoo Machines. CentriTattoo.com. Catch you all on the next one. Peace.